So this is my first ever Insta Meet. I'm going to be vlogging the trip. It's hosted by Michael over here, and we're just going to go around Newcastle City Centre and take photos with these guys. Really exciting. That's my way. At the very top of John Lewis car park. You see the view right here, but we're moving on. I think Michael is taking us somewhere else. Go get that shot!
Quick, guys.
Right now we're going to try and get a group photo.
Where do we need to be? Let the cars go past first.
So we are heading to the next location. Not sure where we're heading, but Michael is leading the way.
Kind of only really two spots here. There's this one that way, and there's the other corner as well.
So we are shooting at Eldon Gardens car park, so right at the top. Let's see what this view is. Do you know what it is, right? Short people problems. I actually can't see, so you guys are gonna have to have a look. I genuinely can't. Look how high this is. I genuinely can't, like, look. The man behind my banging shots, Mr. Harry Hughes.
That's it, keeping them coming. I'm just always making up new signs to throw up, like I did the reverse call me there. I'm not sure what it was.
Right, so I think we are on location number 3. We're at Newcastle University. The building and textures here are really cool, so I'm not sure what else Michael has in store, but this is really nice. Look, like, I am feeling these burnt colours. I'm feeling these walls. It's so different when you come to these kind of locations. Like, I've been to Newcastle Uni before, but when you come to these locations for the purpose of photography and you spot the smaller, more intricate details, amazing.
think we could do another little session here?
Yeah, of course we can.
We're going to do a group shot just around here and then head back to the last spot before we go for a coffee because it's nearly 12 already. So just a group shot here and then last spot and done.
Are you bouncing on something?
No.
You're not gonna. I've got a.
I've got gorillapod.
Oh, he's not getting in it. Too good for us. Yeah, of course.
Tension!
Can I have everyone move to the left a little bit, please? Alright, there we go. Alright, stop. That's fine.
Did all the hard work and then you go.
Right, raise your cameras. Yes! Banging.
How long you been doing photography for, Dan?
15 years.
15 years! That's more than half of my life!
It is indeed. So I started out with film and disposable cameras and shooting about a roll of film a week, and then kind of just kept going with it. I got my first digital SLR when I was 16 after shooting film for about 4 years, and just kept going and kept practicing. I've been doing Photoshop for about 15 years as well, so it's one of those things I've kind of got into it from like an art perspective and became quite disillusioned with it and had to keep going, and I've went through a lot of different styles and a lot of different ideas, but I find it's just something that's really relaxing in the moment, really good opportunity to meet other people, and it's just a way of pouring your effort and passion into something, so it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And if there was one bit of advice you could give to anyone who's starting up in the photography, videography industry, what would it be?
To use the camera you've got rather than looking at other cameras and looking at other lenses and looking at other equipment and things that you might want to buy and things like that. It's quite easy for you to kind of turn around and think, oh, I'll get a better camera, it'll make my photos better. And getting new gear can kind of give you the drive to go back out there, so sometimes it can be good.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's research, looking at other photographers. Playing around with concepts, small projects, just using a mobile phone, working on ideas rather than chasing new equipment, I think. And finding out, checking out your local galleries. You've got the Side Gallery in Newcastle, you've got the Baltic, and just really finding out what's going on in contemporary photography, looking at what's happened before, looking at what's happening now, and just come up with your own ideas and just own projects.
That's it. And what's your Instagram?
It's Dan's Formation, so that's like transformation, but only with a Dan.
Get following, guys. So I am with the infamous nostalgia kid off Instagram. This is the guy behind the iPhone. Tell us a little bit about what you do, Dave.
Well, just enjoy taking photographs in Newcastle and trying to show Newcastle off in the best light possible, and showing the people that, you know, Newcastle's as good as Paris, New York, Munich, anywhere like that. Wallsend, Biker, we've got it all.
We've got those down. So tell us a little bit about how you photograph, because when I first saw his work, I genuinely thought he had some badass camera, but it turns out that this is the gadget.
Well, technically, you know, I'm no good with the old technical side of it, so I think just the camera phone is just as good as anything. You know, for me, it just works. It just has everything you want, you know, and plus you can hide it a bit more, so you know, you're taking street shots, you just get in there a bit where the action is, you know, and just...
Amazing. I think that's a prime example of the fact that when it comes to photography, I mean, I'm no expert, when it comes to photography, it's a lot about the technique, not so much about the gadgets.
It's the person behind the camera, you know, and it's like Vivian Myers, you know, people like that, incredible photographers, and you know, they just saw something, they knew what they wanted, they just took it and then they worried about it later.
And
they didn't worry, you know.
Exactly.
Can you imagine, this is what I would say, imagine, you know, 60 years ago, any good photographer with an iPhone, can you imagine the damage they would do?
Right, I know.
They
Turn the world upside down.
Exactly, you know, and you know, the technology they had then, it's not halfway as good as this.
Exactly.
So it is the person behind the camera every time. The creativity rules.
Yes, love that. Guys, Nostalgia Kid, follow him on Instagram.
Thank you.
Just stopped for coffee at Plucked, a really nice cafe. The guys are just getting their coffees in now. Gonna have a little chill here before I head off to the Newcastle meet.
We've got the Chinese prism right now.
Chinese royal prism.
The royal prism. It was an heirloom from family heritage that goes back a long way. This is
Back
actually
when
how
your
many
family
years
ruled
old it
China.
is. Some say it's the measurements. It's dating back. There you are, dude. Some video through the prism.